Good morning, boys and girls. How are you today? I'm feeling great. I want to teach you two new words today. My first word is the word necessity. Can you say that? Necessity. 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 The plural is necessities. Remember, we changed the Y to I and then add ES. Necessities. Necessities are things we need to live. Okay, this word need, that's where necessities come from. Things we need. I want you to think very hard. What are the things we need to live? Okay, my second word is luxury. Luxury. The plural, luxuries. Remember? Y to I, add ES. Luxuries are things we don't need to live. They're the extras. See the X there? Extras. Things we don't need, but we like them. Are there many things that you have and you like, but you don't really need them? If you put them away and didn't use them again, you would still live just fine. Those are our words today. Necessities or luxuries.
Mrs. Patton!
Oh, hello, Max. How are you?
I'm so hungry.
You are hungry.
I'm going to die.
You're going to die? I don't think you're going to die.
I'm so hungry.
So hungry. Do you know, boys and girls, and Max, we're learning a word, necessities. Food is a necessity. Food. Look here, I have some fruits and vegetables. Would you like a pepper?
No.
But you said you're hungry.
I'd rather eat chocolate.
Chocolate?
Yes.
Is chocolate a necessity?
Yes, it is.
You're going to die without chocolate?
Yes.
Okay, well, I'll give you a little bit of chocolate. But you know, really, boys and girls, chocolate is a luxury. Fruits and vegetables, that's a necessity. We really need that. Max, why don't you eat a banana instead? Would that be okay?
Okay.
Yes, a banana is much healthier.
And
for
after
you.
that, I can have chocolate?
Yes, yes. Or we could put chocolate on your banana. Would that be good?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So I'm going to set the food over here, and you can get that in just a minute. I don't want you to starve. Oh, ooh, it's a little cold in here today, don't you think, Max? Are you cold?
No.
Well, you have a fur coat on. I'm cold. I'm going to put on my sweater. Do you know? Clothes. That is a necessity for people. If we didn't have clothes, we would be so cold, we would freeze to death.
I don't wear clothes.
No, you don't wear clothes. For you, clothes would be a luxury, wouldn't they? Yes, for people, clothes are a necessity. Animals don't need clothes. Do you know why?
Why, Mrs. Patton?
Because you have such a beautiful fur coat.
Oh.
Yes. See, you have fur all over your body. We don't. We don't. We need clothes. Clothes are necessities. Yes. Let's think of something else. I'm going to show you something, and you tell me, do you think it's a necessity or is it a luxury?
Okay.
What's this?
A house.
A house. Do we need a house to live in?
No, we just need trees.
I see. This is going to be a very hard lesson with you, Max. Well, people need houses, or we could say the word shelter. Shelter. For you, your shelter is a tree, right? You can sleep in a tree and you are just fine. I can't sleep in a tree. I might get very cold or I might fall out and then I wouldn't live. I would die. I need a house. I need shelter. A house is a necessity. Do you know what, Max? Here's the word necessity. Can you see the word necessities there, boys and girls? I'm going to put the house on this side. And if we have a luxury, oh, let's take the chocolate. A luxury like chocolate will go on this side, okay? Luxuries and necessities. What else do we need to live?
I know.
Oh, you know something. What is it?
We need Xbox.
What? Xbox?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. If you don't have Xbox, then you can't live?
No, I can't live without it.
You can't live without Xbox. I think there are a lot of boys and girls that think that this is a necessity. But let me tell you, it's not. If you didn't have Xbox, you could live perfectly fine. Did you know that?
What?
I know that's a surprise, but an Xbox is a luxury. That is something special, extra that we like, that we want, but we don't need it to live. Okay, I don't believe that, Max. I'm thirsty. What's this?
A glass?
It is a glass of
Water!
water. Did you know water is a necessity? Everyone needs water. Did you know our bodies are more than 50% water?
Wow!
More than half water, a lot more. I think it's more like 75% water. I don't know. Even the earth is 75% water. Think of all the oceans and rivers and lakes. Water is a necessity, isn't it?
Yes!
Yes. Okay. What about this? You know what this is? Whew. Is that kind of strong? This is
Smells good!
perfume. Is perfume a necessity?
No, I don't think so.
No. If we don't have perfume, we could still live. Perfume is a luxury. Oh, here's something good. What's this, Max?
I don't know.
It's got something yummy in it. I don't know. It's got some almonds in it. You think it's food?
Is it milk?
No. This is soap. Soap.
Oh.
Soap. Especially now with a virus, we need lots of soap. Did you wash your hands today?
No?
Oh, you need to go wash your hands as soon as we are finished. Let's put soap over here with the necessities. I think we need soap. Soap's important. What about this?
I don't know.
What is it? Toothbrush.
Toothbrush?
Let me see. Shall we brush your teeth?
I don't have any teeth.
You don't have any teeth? Oh, I guess for Max, a toothbrush is a luxury. But for people, toothbrush is a necessity. If we don't use our toothbrush, our teeth will get rotten and they will fall out. Okay, here's another good one.
Toilet paper, I know.
Toilet paper, yes. Necessity or luxury?
It's a luxury.
It's a luxury.
I don't use toilet paper.
Oh, Max. Okay. Well, for people, it's a necessity. We need toilet paper. Okay, what about this? This is something I like.
Ooh, it's shiny.
Yes. Fingernail polish. I like fingernail polish. Do you like fingernail polish? Do you want me to paint your fingernails?
No, I don't have fingernails.
You don't have fingernails, you don't have teeth, but you have a nice fur coat. Well, boys and girls, fingernail polish, is that a necessity or a luxury? Luxury. Luxury. Okay, only two more. What's this?
I know, it's a mask.
It's a mask. Is a mask a luxury or a necessity now?
It's a necessity.
You are very smart, Max. We must have a max mask. This right here is a Max mask. Okay, it's a necessity because we can't go to the store without our masks because we might catch a virus. Okay, one more. If you catch a virus, what do you use?
Medicine.
Medicine, very good. Is medicine a luxury or a necessity?
It is necessity.
You are right. Very smart. It's a necessity if you are sick. If you aren't sick, then it's not necessary, right? Okay. Well, thank you very much, Max. You've been a very big help today.
Can I eat my chocolate now?
Yes, you may have your chocolate as your reward for being such a good helper. Oh, don't eat it all at once. Bye-bye. Okay, I want to show you one little paper, one picture. You will see it on your screen in just a minute. This was something that someone, I don't know who, Maslow came up with. These 7 things that we must have, necessities, survival needs, things we need. We've already talked about some of them, like water, air. Air is a necessity, yes. Without air, we couldn't breathe. Sleep. Did you know sleep is a necessity? Food, clothing, shelter, safety. I wanted to tell you something about these things. Did you know a person can can live for only 3 minutes without air, without oxygen. If you don't have oxygen for more than 3 minutes, then you will die. Yes, if you don't have water. If you don't have water for about 3 days, then you will die. More than 3 days without water, and that's if you're not drinking anything. No tea, no coffee, no Coca-Cola, no liquids, no water. You could live about 3 days without water and then you would die if you were out in the desert walking with no water. How about food? How long can someone live without food? They say about 3 weeks without food. I've heard of people going longer without food, but not very many. About 3 weeks. You could live about 3 weeks without food. If you are very, very thin, then you can't live as long without food. If you are fat, then maybe you could live a long time without food. I don't know. Yes, and then sleep. Sleep. I read something very interesting. They said the record for someone going without sleep was 11 days. Can you imagine 11 days not sleeping? Wow, if you go more than that, you'd probably die. But I think it's a lot less than that for most of us. I think if I didn't sleep for 2 days, then I would probably die. I need my sleep. A boy or girl about your age needs probably 8 to 10 hours of sleep every night to be healthy. That's very important. All of these things are important. We need to make sure that we have these things. These are necessities. Necessities. Now, I want you to do something for homework. Okay, your homework. You're going to copy this into your exercise book. Necessities, things we need to live. I want you to write as many things as you can think of. Everything you can think of that is a necessity. Things you need to live. Make a big long list. And here, luxuries. That's our other list. I want you to write this in your exercise book too. The word luxuries, things we don't need, but we like them. How many can you think of? I would think that maybe you could think of 10 necessities and 10 luxuries, maybe. Let's try that for homework. See if you can write down 10 things you need, 10 things you don't need that are luxuries. And now I want to read a little story to you. It's a very funny story about some cows on a farm. And the farm animals, they think they need something. Something is very important to them. Watch this story and see what's a necessity for the cows.
Click, clack, moo, cows that type. This is a typewriter. Typewriter. Click, clack, moo, cows that type by Doreen Cronin. Pictures by Betsy Lewin. Farmer Brown has a problem. His cows like to type. All day long he hears click, clack, moo, click, clack, moo, clickety, clack, moo. At first he couldn't believe his ears. Cows that type? Impossible. Click, clack, moo, click, clack, moo, clickety, clack, moo. Then he couldn't believe his eyes. Dear Farmer Brown, the barn is very cold at night. We would like some electric blankets. Sincerely, the cows. It was bad enough the cows had found the old typewriter in the barn. Now they wanted electric blankets. No way, said Farmer Brown. No electric blankets. So the cows went on strike. They left a note on the barn door. Sorry, we're closed. No milk today. No milk today, cried Farmer Brown. In the background, he heard the cows busy at work. Click, clack, moo, click, clack, moo, clickety, clack, moo. The next day, he got another note. Dear Farmer Brown, the hens are cold too. They'd like electric blankets. Sincerely, the cows. The cows were growing impatient with the farmer. They left a new note on the barn door. Closed. No milk, no eggs. No eggs, cried Farmer Brown. In the background, he heard them. Click, clack, moo, click, clack, moo, clickety, clack, moo. Cows that type, hens on strike. Who ever heard of such a thing? How can I run a farm with no milk and no eggs? Farmer Brown was furious. Farmer Brown got out his own typewriter. Dear cows and hens, there will be no electric blankets. You are cows and hens. I demand milk and eggs. Sincerely, Farmer Brown. Duck was a neutral party, so he brought the ultimatum to the cows. The cows held an emergency meeting. All the animals gathered around the barn to snoop, but none of them could understand moo. Snoop means they were looking in secret. They were peeking, trying to hear. They couldn't understand moo. Moo is the way the cows talk. All night long, Farmer Brown waited for an answer. Duck knocked on the door early the next morning. He handed Farmer Brown a note. Dear Farmer Brown, we will exchange our typewriter for electric blankets. Leave them outside the barn door, and we will send Duck over with the typewriter. Sincerely, the cows. Farmer Brown decided this was a good deal. He left the blankets next to the barn door and waited for Duck to come with the typewriter. The next morning he got a note. Dear Farmer Brown, the pond is quite boring. We'd like a diving board. Sincerely, the ducks. Click, clack, quack. Click, clack, quack. Clickety, clack, quack. The end. Okay, let's look at what electric blankets are. What were the cows asking for? Electric blankets. Electric blankets are warm blankets. Do you see the blanket on the cow? They are a special kind of blanket that you can plug into the wall, and they have electric wires in them that make it very warm. So here the cows and the chickens, the hens, all got electric blankets so that they could stay warm in the barn. What did the ducks want? Did they want blankets to stay warm? No. They wanted a diving board where they can jump off the board into the pond and swim. Isn't that funny?
So what did the cows have that was a luxury that most cows don't have? They had a typewriter, didn't they? A typewriter. You may have never even seen a typewriter. I don't even have a typewriter. Typewriters are very old. In the old days, they used a typewriter. Today, we would use a computer, wouldn't we? Yes, they had a typewriter. That was their luxury. What did they demand from the farmer? They said, we need electric blankets. Blankets that will keep us warm because they were very cold. They said electric blankets are a necessity for us. What else did we see? What did the ducks want? They wanted a diving board. Is a diving board a necessity or a luxury? You know what a diving board is, don't you? That's where you have a swimming pool and you go out on the board and boing, boing, boing and jump in the water. That's a lot of fun. I think it's a luxury, not a necessity. The ducks can swim in the pond just fine without a diving board. But they got one in the end, I'm sure. Okay, I hope you enjoyed our lesson today. Be sure to do your homework. Take a picture of it, send it to me. I think if you find 10 luxuries and 10 necessities, I'll give you a small 5 for your classwork. Also, I want to say, if you like this video, press a like for me. Or maybe you could even subscribe to my channel and watch all of my videos. I would love for you to do that, and you could learn a lot of English with me. Okay, goodbye. I'll see you next week.